All right. Share again.
Mhm.
Can you guys see the,
Yeah.
okay. All right. What does it look like on your end?
Cupcake
You're
with
the
the date and
table.
stuff.
All right. Is it like taking up your whole screen, the cupcake? Or can you see like the other slides below it?
You can see the slide of the taking of the table with the.
Okay.
It's like, yeah.
No slides below, but
Okay.
we can
Great.
see the tabs up top.
Okay. That's fine. Actually, oh my goodness, I have it on some view. Hmm. I don't like this view. Let's, there we go. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, ladies. Well, our goal for August is getting around 20 tables. So 20,000 wholesale, 20 tables is our goal. And we hit wholesale goals when we get to share this with people. So we had some fun tables this week. We had a group from Concordia this last week up in the right hand corner. We had a skincare class with the playbook and some foundation matching. And then I had a FaceTime facial with my friend Andrea from North Carolina. We were doing some shade matching, which was interesting doing that over FaceTime, but I think we got it figured out. And then Dawn, these are some pictures from her skincare class that she had. And Dawn, where did you meet the hostess for this skincare class? Remind me.
Firecracker Ted on 4th of July.
At the chiropractor on the 4th of July?
My men were shopping and I was talking to the lady. So I said, hey, why
Okay.
not?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So you met her and she gathered some friends and you guys had a fun little party. What I love when Dawn told me she walked in and they didn't have like a kitchen table. And so she's like, okay, we're going to go to plan B. And you just pulled out some TV trays, which looks like it worked pretty good.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very awesome. And you had a blast with these ladies.
Oh my gosh, they were just like the young girl, the redhead. She is like 20 years old and she had the little baby. So there was this other lady that was there. And they were telling me as I was leaving, oh, we're ordering in 2 weeks. We're ordering in 2 weeks. And I'm like, I please God, I hope they will. Because some people say that and they don't do it. So I'm hoping. But the redhead, we were talking about as I was locking up, like I was taught, like, so are you interested in doing this for a living? And everybody's like, she is. And I went, oh, okay. So I haven't been able to contact her because it was starting to rain and it was really scary. And I was trying to hurry up and get out of there before the rain hit. And they were helping me out. And that's from now on, I'll just take an umbrella so I won't feel scared again. But it was like, I didn't get all their mentions. I forgot the sheet they're supposed to fill out their information. I knew I packed it in my thing. I couldn't find it. I don't know if it's just because I was in a
Okay.
rush trying to get. I couldn't find it.
Okay, tomorrow.
So basically, I called the girl, texted the girl, and I finally got her information. And she wouldn't give it to me out of hesitation. So I just basically said, well, my director needs it so I can let her know how many people and who all I saw. And that was okay. And she gave it to me. So I finally have it. I just
Okay.
got to sit down and make all these contacts. Each one gave me 3 referrals.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are guys. I don't know if they're going to go for it or not, but we'll give it a whirl. Um, but yeah, it was fun. This is my first group that I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
And so they just made me laugh and giggle and they just were so sweet. The lady that's in the circle one, as I was leaving, I realized her foundation is like totally wrong. So I have a good reason to call her and say, we need to retry your foundation. That one was really wrong and I want to make it better. But I mean, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it and the family was so nice and oh yeah, I had first party for real to me and it was just awesome.
I love it. And John, one of the things John and I talked about is that sometimes you don't know what you don't know until you do it. And then you look back and go, oh gosh, okay, so next time I'll remember this. And so what I loved that the most important thing happened with them is that they love the product and they loved you and they had fun. All the other detail stuff, we get better at as we do it. It's just, it's just things that we learn as we do things over and over again. But I love it. You did the playbook and you got the results that happen when you follow those steps all the way through. So congratulations, Dawn. You can tell they had a great time. It's so funny. Women get charcoal mask on and they just have a great time. That charcoal
Well,
mask.
the redhead every time every while we were waiting on it, you can tell when things are cropping up. She's like, "Oh my gosh, look. There's this thing
Right.
coming out. Oh my God, look. She just kept like excited. It was like so fun to watch her.
That is awesome. I love it. Well, congratulations. It is fun to gather women around the table. The gal that I FaceTimed with, she's a friend that I know through another organization I'm in. And she was like, "This is so fun." She said, "I love getting my little spa thing in the mail." She goes, "This is great." And so just like that's what people say when we do these things with us. They have so much fun. And then my group of three, they didn't know each other. Mom and daughter knew each other, but then other woman that was there, they had never met before. And I make this assumption that in our small town, everybody knows each other, but they don't. And so it's always fun to get people together and create new relationships. So fun getting people around the table. Remember, when you're with people around the table, take their picture so we can feature them on this page. And then at the end of the year, we're going to have like hundreds and hundreds of tables that we're going to celebrate at the end of the year. So fun as we celebrate our Circle of Excellence year. All right, well, tonight we are going to celebrate our weekly wins. We looked at our tables, and we're going to get a little inside scoop on seminar from Aaron and Aaron, the Aarons. The Aarons who were at seminar. We're going to do a little interview with them to find out all the scoop on seminar because it was fantastic. But let me give you just a couple of announcements before we get going. Reminder, you guys, that this month you can earn some of the free new product that is launching. I'm able to order it this month at the end of the month. It's from the Fall Holiday Catalog, which, by the way, preferred customer program, I think everybody on here has registered your people, but the deadline is tonight at midnight. So if you need other people you want to add, it's midnight tonight to get people to get that Fall Holiday Catalog. And you guys, we want catalogs in people's hands. Not many people send catalogs anymore, and especially the Fall Holiday Catalog. It's just extra special. So that deadline is tonight. From that catalog, when you share the product with 15 faces in August, you will earn one limited edition product from the holiday lineup. If you put product on 30 faces, you have 2 products. And then when you back that up after doing faces with wholesale order, so a 300 wholesale order, you get a fall sample pack and a catalog. 600 wholesale, you earn the Inner Circle call with a top consultant that happens at the beginning of every month. I know the one we did last month was fantastic. I learned a ton from the consultant, so it's not something you ever want to miss. So you get that, you get the sample pack and 5 catalogs, and then 1,000 wholesale, you earn the call, another fall product, sample pack, 5 catalogs. Really, like 30 faces, 1,000 wholesale, that would be your max. You'd get 3 products, the call, sample product, and 5 catalogs. I mean, how great would that be? And if you order 1,000 wholesale, you've sold 2,000, 1,000 profit. Like if your boss came in today and said, "You want to make an extra grand this month?" You'd be like, "Yeah, what do I need to do?" And then when you earn it, you get all this other stuff. Like you'd probably figure out how to get it done. So we've got lots of time to get that happening. So I just want to encourage you when you think about your targets for August to go, how can I earn this free stuff? Like free product. That's dollars you don't have to spend. All right. Again, deadline tonight. This is everyone that I have that earlier this afternoon when I checked the report that have their preferred customers signed up. So if your name's not on there, you will want to get some catalogs ordered. And I think you guys are all on there. It's a super cute catalog. All right, some calendar events this week. Rising Red Rumble is this Thursday, August 20th, with Dawn Ottensweeney as our guest speaker. This event is for everyone in their red jacket and above. This, Erin Hildebrandt and I were talking about this because she didn't know where it originated. This event originated at the beginning of COVID with a Bible study group I was in, a group of directors. And we were looking for a place for red jackets to go to be celebrated with other consultants that were at their level. And it has turned into an incredible event. We do recognition, top 10s in 3 different courts. We've got queens. If you're a queen, you get to train that night. You get interviewed. There are prizes. We have a national sales director that trains every month. It's just such a great event. So if you have 3 active team members by this Thursday, you can be on that call. And then if you live local, Tuesdays in this month, we had an event last Tuesday. We'll have one next Tuesday. It is the skincare class using the skincare class playbook. And that will happen next Tuesday at 6:30 in Biltz Hall. All right. And then fall retreats. 2 fall retreats. We have one in Kansas City, October 9th and 10th. One in Detroit, October 16th and 17th. The weekly challenge this week is to register for a fall retreat, to pick a retreat and get registered. So that is the weekly challenge. So pretty easy to do, but look at your calendar, see what you need to do. I'm going to attend both of these events and would love to have everybody at one of them if you can fit this onto your calendar. And then the other announcement of a group that's starting on Sunday, August. This is not the right date. I'm just noticing. When I said this date, when I was announcing this to you guys at seminar, I said August 26th, and now I know why. That is what it says on this flyer. It does not, and it's the August 23rd is when this starts. But it is a Bible study really talking about how do you know when God is how do you know if and when God is talking to you and directing you? How do you experience him in your everyday life? It's a fantastic study. It'll meet 6:30 to 8 Central Time and would love to have you join us. So if you have questions about that, just message me privately. All right. Well, we don't have any new consultants this week, so we're not going to celebrate that. We didn't have any weekly challenge achievers. Dawn did do 2 of the challenges. So congrats, Dawn, on getting 2 of the challenges done from the Tour Fort Worth with us. But that little challenge is something that you can keep and every week go, maybe I want to try to get 3 of these done this week. It's not the seminar challenge, but it's certainly something that would help benefit your business. All right, well, we've got our achievers for the 350 by the 15th this month. Erin, Faith, Sue, Lori, and Amy all earned either the necklace or the charm for August. Congratulations to you ladies. And then Erin and Faith have already hit the 600 achiever for the Inner Circle Call Challenge. So congrats to Erin and Faith. And we are in the last month of our first quarter of stars. The goal is 10 stars and the deadline is September 15th. Erin Moore and I were talking about this at the airport about how important it is to be a star your first quarter, because in a little bit, we're going to show you some prizes you can get when you're a 4-quarter star. But if you're not a star the first quarter, you can't be a 4-quarter star. So the first quarter is super important. So this is a great target to think about, is being a star your first quarter, because once you get that one under your belt, then you've got momentum. And so but we don't want to let the first quarter slip away without really going, oh my gosh, how am I going to hit that star so I can be a 4-quarter star? You want to at least give yourself the option. And you do that by being a star the first quarter. So lots of time left. All right. And then the Points to Paradise. We got to see these in person. Well, I don't know. Did we see him in person or just on the big screen? I just feel like the Gucci sunglasses looked a lot better on the big screen at seminar. I'm like, I don't think we saw him in person. These sunglasses, they're pretty fantastic. I need to Google how much Gucci sunglasses are. I think they're fairly pricey. But this Points to Paradise challenge, it started in May and it runs through October. It's you plus your team members ordering points. So every time you order, it's worth a point, a retail value point. And so maybe it's the sunglasses you want. Maybe it's the crossbody. Maybe it's like, you know what? Let's try for that cruise voucher. You guys, there will be people that start their businesses this month that will earn some of this stuff. So they'll do it in 3 months. So I want to encourage you, no matter where you're at, to look at where you're at and to think about how can I hit that? Like, what would that actually look like? Like breaking it down into small chunks because it is worth it to like pause and actually evaluate before just going, oh, I could never do that. It'll never happen. Because when you break it down into small chunks, you may be surprised. All right. Well, this is, you know what? This was from a couple weeks ago. So I don't know if the top 10 year to date is still the same. It could have shifted a little bit, but congrats to our tops as going into this seminar year. And then these are our targets. We were reminded at seminar this last week that it is fun to have targets. And when you have a clear target, that is how you achieve things. That's what we heard over and over again from people that were the top, the queens. They had a clear target and worked with intention. So that's why I show you these targets and to remind you of the power of a clear target. Because it is, if you don't have a clear target, you'll be like, well, maybe that'd be fun. That'd be kind of fun to earn those things. Without a clear target, you can miss it. The consultant that was the queen, either the consultant or the director, that was the queen of sales, of personal sales that sold over 100,000 retail. She had a clear target. Her target was she was selling $100,000 this year. And that was her focus. Like she knew it from day one. That's what she wanted to do. So know your target. And if you need help breaking that down, of course, always reach out to me and we can strategize a plan. All right. Well, Dawn turned in some weekly wins this week. So thank you, Dawn, for sharing your wins. And I know that habit is going to serve you so well as you keep tracking your numbers. So Dawn was the queen of everything because and we know because you had a party last week, you were the queen of faces, you were the queen of new skincare customers, and you're the queen of sales. So congratulations, Dawn. Queen all the way around. Good job getting out there and building your business. All right. Well, I'm going to stop the share and we're going to do a little interview time with the Aarons, who we just got back last night. Actually, Aaron Hildebrand, what time did you actually get through your front door of your house?
1.
1. Yeah. They had a little delayed flight, which is never fun, but you did it. You made it. You got home. That's good that you're safe and sound. Well, I asked both of them. I've got a few questions that I'm going to ask both of them, and they're going to give you some feedback on what life was like at seminar. So the first question, you guys ready for your first question? I'm going to spotlight both of you. And okay, there you go. There are the Aarons. Okay, so the first question I would love for you guys to share for Dawn and Lynn tonight and then for the recording is what is one thing you learned that you took that you know you're going to take and immediately be able to apply to your business? Something that you hadn't learned before, but you're like, "Ooh, I'm going to take that and I'm going to be able to do something with it." So, Erin Moore, do you want to start us off?
Oh, I don't, I mean, other than actually do what it says, that's how I would apply it, I guess.
Yeah.
It was,
yeah.
I didn't know, I'd heard din din before, but I never knew what it meant. And so I thought maybe there's somebody else who doesn't know what it means. It says, do it now, do it now, do it now. That's what Mary Kay always said. And I heard it several times, and I finally told Beth, I go, okay, I'd never heard that before. It's only taken me 6 years. And I've even read the books. I'm sure they were in some of the books and things, but who knows? And then maybe another one that I would actually apply is just more information on social media and what you can post and what you couldn't post. And I think I learned the most just by stopping at the booth when Beth was talking to the lady and just kind of listening and seeing like you don't necessarily have to have a business page anymore for your Mary Kay, but it's still good to have like a separate client page and then your personal Facebook. But then she said to share things on that client Facebook just about your life in general so that it improves your algorithm and people like actually will look at it and see it other than just product information. And to do actual like pictures of yourself and just be authentic and don't worry about it being perfect. So that's probably what I would say. I probably already knew part of it, but learned a little bit more from it and realized that I got to do better with that. So.
Mm-hmm. What did that, for the din din part, Erin, what about that, like, how can you see that impacting you? Like, how can you see
Well,
that?
I am the queen of being organized, but I am also the queen of saying, well, I don't want to do it right now. I'll do it tomorrow. And then guess what? Didn't happen tomorrow. Or then I'll say, I'll call 10 today, and then I might call 5, and then I don't get around to the other 10. So just like do it when you know you have to do it. Like make the list, do it before you get sidetracked, or like she said, make a list and put it where you're going to do it during the day. Like at lunch, I'm going to call 5 people. At my break, I'm going to call 15 people, or whatever. Whereas I'm just I'm great at writing it down. I've got all the organizational tools. I just don't always use them correctly.
Erin, can you imagine if you put got a boundary on yourself that you could not go to the pool until 15 calls were made a day?
Gosh. Yeah, that would work.
You would get them done.
You would?
I would have got them done.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's
right.
a great idea. Well, and then you can
That's a good idea, Erin.
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will make a list, and the things on my list, I have to do at least half of them before I go to the pool. No,
Well, there
at
should
least
only
one.
be 6 things on your.
Yeah, I know. So maybe do a couple. I don't know. It depends on what they are.
No.
Okay, I will contact 10 people every day before I go to the pool. How's that?
It's great.
I want to hear their daily report.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna let the
That's like-
Angies know.
Aaron,
No.
Aaron, do you and I want to be accountability? Because I'm in your shoes, so maybe we should use
We
each other as
could be,
accountability
yeah,
coaches.
that would be good. Yeah, that would be good. I will get out all my organizational tools and my lists that I've had made for a long time and start doing it.
Yeah. So you get to decide a time when you're going to check in with each other, and it doesn't have to be a conversation. It can just be like a check mark, like done. And then
Okay.
I'm out. And then a time that's like, okay, if I haven't heard from you by whatever time you would leave to go to the pool, like giving each other permission to go, can I check in on you? Like, hey, how's your list? That's
Sure.
an important part of accountability.
Now, on days I work, that's probably not going to happen because I don't go to the pool, but I could do it when I get home from work. I'm
You can sit
saying
in your car before you get home and do those. I've done that at work before, where I'm like, I gotta make
I
these
could do that
calls, and
because
if
I
I
usually
get
work
home,
from like 6. I leave the house about 6 in the morning and I get home around 12:30 or so. So I could do that definitely.
Yeah.
Or I could just sit out in the hot sun and bake and not get into the water until I've done it.
There
no,
you
because
go.
you're already in like chillax mode, reading a book,
Am I?
or, like
Yeah, probably.
socializing.
I'm gonna do it regardless. Somehow I'm gonna figure out I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Awesome. I love it. You didn't know that this you being interviewed was going to turn into an accountability call for yourself, huh?
I probably did know deep down.
I love it. All right. Erin Hildebrand, how about you? What is one thing you took home or that you know like you're going to put into action?
Well, actually two. One of them's product related, which is the foundation. Like why you put the foundation on your hands, because it warms the product and it starts to oxidize and adapt to your skin. So I thought that was a really good class. And then the various tools. So I was really, really, really happy with that. And then, but the other one would be the social media. I really, if if I'm going to do less out in the field right now because of my schedule, then I need to be showing up on, I can be showing up more on social media. I'm on my phone even when, at work. And one of my things about doing that was, well, I have to be on my phone, not my computer. So when someone walks by, they can see I'm on my phone. But that happens anyway. So rather than scrolling or looking stuff up, I can be posting life pictures or captions. I can take 15 minutes to do that. Product pictures, things like that. So I'm trying to do that every day. So I started that last night while we were at the airport, and then I wanted to post a product picture today of a couple of the products I used this morning and link my shop and start doing that on a daily basis. So the Mary Kay portion and the life portion, and just see where that takes me to see if I can get more engagement and use those as soft leads to re-engage the people I do know.
Yeah. Yeah. Erin, tell us where you're putting all of those things. What's going to be your strategy? Like stories, your personal page, your group.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with Instagram for now.
Okay.
And then when I have more time, I'm probably gonna post on my personal page.
Is
Yeah.
your Instagram Mary Kay only, or is it
Mm-mm.
everybody? Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I have a business page on Facebook, but I don't want to use that. I just want to, it's just too many accounts to handle. And if
Yep.
Mary Kay has given us permission to put it on our personal, then I'm gonna go there. I mean,
Yep.
because that's who I am, right? It's part of who I am and what
Yep.
I do. So I
Mhm.
think that's important. I mean,
Yeah. Yep. I love it. I love that we got that clarification, because it does feel like it helps it be more natural as far as
yeah,
like this is what I do. Like, like when it's just a part of your everyday life. So, kind of like at least this is what I'm thinking, because this is what can happen to me. It's one of the reasons why I have hesitated to do too much. I don't mind sharing at all on social media, but I can get sucked in so easily to just like doing the scroll like today, or when I didn't post today. Just I was responding to a messenger message from a customer, and all of a sudden I'm like looking through, I'm like, this is what so I have to be very clear on my time boundaries. Like I'm posting and I'm off. So that's a me thing. I don't know if that's an anybody else thing, but I do want to start doing more like you're saying, Erin. And I also know that I have to be like very, very clear on my boundaries of
yeah,
my time on
for
there.
sure.
It's so easy to just be like, oh, I got to see everybody's first day of school pictures. I got to see them. No, I don't, but I did. I had to see them all today.
So my question is this, because I hear what you guys are saying, but because I wasn't there, was it not okay to do it on Instagram? Or I don't understand. Were they saying that now it's okay to do Mary Kay things on Instagram on a personal side, or was it just not we were not supposed to? I'm a little confused.
We we were not well for it's had like several different forms of what we can and can't do, which is what's made it
Right.
confusing. We weren't supposed to post any like pricing or like buy from me or link ever to our shop or to our website. Now you can. They still don't want us to post like a sale, like I'm doing a half off sale. And the reason Aaron Moore and I were talking about this, you can't post those kinds of things because, like, if I posted a half off all skincare and like customers that are errands in our town see that and they're like, well, I want to buy from Beth today because her skincare is half off. When Aaron's like, I'm not doing a sale today, that would not be fair to her business to do that. So any
Makes
sale,
sense.
yeah, but but we are allowed to link to our website off of our regular personal page, like in your stories, you can link right to your shop, and they encourage you to do that, like on every post to link it to your My Shop. So if somebody's like, "Oh, awesome. I'm gonna just pop right in there and order right now from Beth or from Aaron or from Dawn." So,
Okay.
Aaron Hildebrand, would you add anything, or Aaron Moore, would you add anything to that as far as what they told us?
Um,
I haven't had a chance to go over yet. I have them right here, but I haven't had a chance to go through them yet. All this is going to be online, so I would highly recommend just
Oh, okay.
going. It's probably under social media or whatever it's called, or
yeah,
legal.
didn't she say they would update the guidelines
Okay.
early in the fall? Like,
Yeah.
so we could
Okay.
find them there, but I think it was just, I mean, we can. What did she say when we were talking to her, Beth, at that table, and you were saying, and we said, she's like, you can post your prices, but we would like for you not to, right? Not your sale prices.
Right.
Wasn't that it? Or
Yes.
your
Yeah.
deals or specials or whatever you have.
Right.
We can't tell you no, but we would like for you not to.
Correct.
Because like they can't, like,
No,
because
makes
we're not
sense.
doing anything. Yeah, I don't know. I try to just for my client page. See, I was hoping I could just get rid of my client page and just post exclusively on a personal page, but it's still good to have the client page if you want to do specials or reminders or things like that, for sales or whatever, like Pink Friday or whatever. Or, I mean, am I understanding that right, Beth? They still want us to have a page like that for that kind of stuff, but we can still post stuff about Mary Kay, and like Aaron said, it's part of our who we are, and we can post products and you can post videos and things like that on your personal page. But when you're actually wanting to like offer something that someone else doesn't offer, you want to do that just to your clients.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
that sounds correct. I just wanted to make sure I was getting the hints of what you guys were saying, that's all.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know, Beth, if you can scan these and put them on Facebook as attachments or whatever.
I can take a picture of them and put the pictures on Facebook.
Because these,
Yeah.
like this one, messaging best practices, and then this one is about updating Facebook names, and then this is social media guideline updates. So.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know.
fine. I don't mind
was
looking it up.
doing when I had a second party posting for me when I did post my party, and then they would do wasn't that what I used? I don't even remember what I used
Post my party, yeah. Yeah.
for the Facebook parties, but then they would also post each day of the like calendar. They had like little you
Okay.
could put a little thing that they would
Let me out-
put on
exit
there
out of
for
this
you so you
meeting.
didn't have to remember, because that was
Let me
my
get out of
thing. I
this
always forgot. And ever since I stopped doing that, I'm not as faithful about putting something on there every single day. Like it had been a while, but I
Yeah.
post stuff on my regular page. So I just got to be better about that. And then I like using the Mary Kay on In Touch, that when you can email your customers and make your own private message, a personal message on there, not just use the blurb they do. And that's where I post things about like, hey, remember to let me know your birthday month, and if I don't have it yet, and like if I had a skincare special, or like I said, pink weekend or whatever, I put on there so they would see it. Or I might do a personal email saying, hey, I'm trying to reach my goal and blah 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 blah. And I have done that because that's quick and easy. I mean, you're hitting everybody that you have an email to already in the system. So, but I need to just be better about being consistent with that. And that's probably kind of ties in with what my goal is, like what I learned. Don't we? Isn't that one of our next thing, like what the goal is? So, but
I never thought about the email In Touch thingy, Aaron Moore. So thank you. I wrote that down.
Yeah, I used to use it a lot when I was working at school. I would sit down every morning and I would look to see like if there was a product I could highlight and write a little personal thing about it and send it. And now that I'm not on my computer first thing in the morning, always, I don't remember to do it. So,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, that's another when you're planning your week, especially if you've got more flex time, that it can be really helpful to give yourself a time frame of when you're doing these things because you don't have the structure of like sitting at your classroom with the computer. You know,
and you can schedule those emails.
yes.
Oh,
So
neat.
you could do one every 3 days. You can pick a date.
Mhm.
Oh,
Like
neat.
I'm going to do this one on this date and then at 7 a.m. or whatever. And I was really good about that at one point too, and I've fallen out of that. So
So
I
like if
need
I
to get
do
better
it,
at that.
so do it before I go to bed, if that makes it easier for me, then they would get it the first thing in the morning.
Sure.
Or
Whatever
you
time
could
you
do the
schedule
whole
it
month.
for.
You could do the whole month at a time if you had time one day, like specifically one day or a week. I
Hmm.
would probably do a week versus a month, but like I could do it on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, an email that just says,
Hmm.
hey, it's the C plus E and I love it and this is why I love it, and then send it out or
Okay.
something.
Do
Okay.
you guys know how to schedule on your Facebook groups that you can schedule posts on your Facebook groups out?
I
Uh-uh.
used to do it. I'm sure I know how.
You
Mm-mm.
just you write your post and then when you go to post it, it will you have an option. My husband has my phone that he's using right now. It has an option for either posting it now or you can schedule it. I think you can schedule up into a month in advance. So you could schedule out your posts.
I used to do that when I did Facebook parties before I used the post my party,
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
can
I
get
forgot
a
about that.
yep.
So that comes in handy for like when there's a sale coming up, then you have that chance to put it in there. So you not have to worry about focusing, going, oh, I need to post that. It's already set up while it's on your brain and you thought about it.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. All right. Next question is what is something that you heard that you're already doing and it affirmed that you were doing it? And like you heard somebody speaking, you're like, oh, I do that. Yes, I do that. Aaron Moore, do you remember?
Did you change the question?
No, no.
Well, maybe I don't know. Okay. Go to Aaron Neil Hildebrand first.
Okay, go ahead, Aaron Hildebrand.
I'm sure there's something in my notes.
Wait, say it again. I thought it was.
What
Go
did you
ahead.
think? What was,
Brief.
no, what did you think? Go ahead. Answer whatever the question I said. I thought I asked you guys what something that you heard that affirmed something you're already doing. Like, oh, yes, like a top
Oh,
director
yeah.
told me to do that,
Okay.
and I already do that.
That's what I thought you were talking about. Okay. Um, well, like a lot of stuff, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. One of the women talked about become obsessed with selling. I could certainly do better, but I do feel like I'm obsessed with selling. Like I just love to talk about the product, and especially when people are like, your skin is beautiful or you're glowing or you're how old? Because you don't look like it. Like I love those questions. And so I that's like the easiest way to sell as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Um and then they talked a lot about creating connections and we're building relationships, and that's really what I have done and why I have such a great, awesome, amazing customer base that helps me achieve my goals and helps me maintain consistency in my business.
Mm, awesome. Awesome. It's so good. I think that's important to recognize those times, like to go, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it really well. Like when you hear, and so there'll be things that'll be new that you'll learn and then things that you are affirming. So that's important, I think, when you go to any kind of seminar, especially when you're being trained by, and we are being trained by all top people. To me, it's like, oh, I know that. I could be a top person. Like I could do this training, like when you're sitting in somewhere and you're like, okay, so that just means when I do more of what I already know to do, then that moves you ahead in your business. So it's
Mhm.
can be very affirming. Yeah. Does the question make sense, Aaron Moore?
Yes. I just, yes, I got it. So
Okay.
are you done, Aaron?
Give me a quick second. I thought there was one other I was going through. Um, let's see. I think I'm done. Yeah, I said consistency, and that was important. Okay. Yep, I'm done.
Okay. I think one of the things that I knew, but I don't always put it first in my mind, is that a lead about leads. So we had a lot about leads in one of the speakers, and just anybody that comments or likes something on social media is a lead.
Mm-hmm.
So you should consider every thumbs up or heart or every comment like, oh, your skin looks great, or oh, you look so good tonight, or oh, I bet you had fun, or something like that. And then you should personally comment back to them or reach out to them. Not only does that increase the likelihood that they will see your posts more, but it means that you're making a connection with them. So every comment or thumbs up, even if you don't know them very well, is a connection that you're making, and you're building that relationship by commenting back to them. And then they could be a lead and you say, hey, I've noticed you've been seeing some of my posts and you've commented on some of them or you've liked them, do you ever want to chat about the business, or are you interested in anything? Are you curious about anything? Or, your skin looks great. Do you have any questions about your skin? Or is there a product you'd like to know more about? Just any little thing you can get them to talk about. And then you can reach out to them like phone or whatever. And because a lot of people that comment on my stuff, I don't have their numbers and things, but that would be a good way to message them and say, hey, I saw you. And if they ignore you, then they ignore you, but eventually they might if you keep acting, like, oh, thanks for commenting on that or something like that. So I think I knew that. Like, I think I've heard that before, like it increases your algorithms, things like that, but I wasn't actually thinking of every thumbs up as a lead.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so you're getting, 10 or 20 leads on a post, and maybe they're, repeat people or whatever, but that'd be a reason to reach out to them.
Yeah.
So,
I think
So,
another thing that you could pay attention to are the people that see your stories, because there's a lot of people that that are watching stories. They might not be responding, but they're clicking on your story to watch. And
hmm
so I think those are people like I will look at some of those sometimes and go, "Oh my good," like people that I'm just surprised by, And so to
yeah,
go, "Huh, they're
yeah,
watching." And so those are people that are softly follow or softly interacting with you by being curious about what's going on enough to watch your story. So
right.
I think that's
And
another
then
thing.
and then I think it was that same speaker, and she was talking about like some of your best lead generators are just being a good listener. So like you read someone else post about, oh, how come I can never get ahead, or I'm short on money, or school is so expensive, or just things like that, or I wish I had more time with my family and didn't have to be at work, this many hours or whatever. And that is a want that they have, and you have what they need with the business opportunity to supply them with what they need. And so that's a lead that you're looking, you're like, oh, that would be a good lead. I could go and I could contact her and say, hey, look, can I share what I do with Mary Kay with you? And what are you really hoping for? What are you wanting for?
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was interesting because I don't always do that. I kind of just scroll past those people or whatever, thinking, oh, doom and gloom, but really I should be reaching out and saying, well, maybe this could help
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know.
Right.
are
Yep.
you reaching them on the part where the whole public's gonna see it, or how does that work? Or like, I guess that's what you're saying?
I'm probably not gonna reach out to them personally, like on a comment they make or on their post, but I might message them.
Well, that's what I was wondering, is that they were talking about? Because I mean, I don't think I would be
Yeah,
comfortable
I
doing
mean,
that
we have a
either.
small town, and there's this one lady in particular I think of, and there's probably more like something, oh, like one lady was, I think I was telling Aaron that somebody had commented that their cat was sick and couldn't afford to, or no, maybe it was you, Beth, couldn't afford to take it to the vet or get it, would anybody be willing to pay for it or something? And then this man who has a big farm, he always offers, he's like, hey, if you come and work for me for 5 hours, you can make $100. I just need help, somebody help me load scrap metal or clean up this or paint this, and nobody ever takes him up on it. They want money. So just, but there's sometimes people that are just like, oh, the washer broke, the lawnmower broke, my car had a flat tire. Those just those kind of people. Maybe like, well, maybe they need another outlet for or some revenue coming in somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, if it was, I mean, I would hope I would kind of know them, but I mean, you never know.
Mhm.
Is that clear as mud?
Yeah, well, I think it should, your point is just really in any conversations we're in, whether it's what you see somebody post or just
Yeah.
conversations that people are in, um, or that we hear, that we interact with to go, am I listening with Mary Kate ears? Because one of the things that on the inner circle call that Erin Hildebrand was on this month because of the 600 last month, the consultant said she just joined less than a year ago. I don't know where she landed in the top 20, but she's like, no one ever told me. She goes, I never knew that I could make 50% profit. Like, no one ever told me. And she had been connected to Mary Kay for a long time. And she's like, I was really kind of mad that no one ever told me because it is like changing her life and it's giving her a different vision for her future. So it is not for us to decide with people. And there are people that are literally praying for the opportunity of Mary Kay, but don't know that it exists. So, like, when I heard her say that, I'm like, I need everyone to know the information. And you guys, I'll post it again, but I have a 10-minute video of it's me. So as you're sending it to them, you're like, this is my director that gives some information about Mary Kay. It's just my story. And they can leave 5 questions about Mary Kay that they have. And then there's a little flyer on there that has different facts about Mary Kay and it asks which one of the perks would benefit them the most. And so they fill that out. I get the results, and then it gives you something that you can go, you know what, would you have a few minutes that I can respond to answer your questions? And I actually booked 2 interviews today from videos that I shared with people. But it is worth asking every one of your customers, would you be willing to watch this short video, give 5 questions, and when I follow up with you, there's a $500 cash drawing that you can enter those people into for giving their feedback on that video. So I was just very convicted when I heard that consultant passionately say that she was actually angry that she hadn't known about Mary Kay and that there were people in her life that could have told her about it, but they didn't. So that was
And
that
unfortunately, there's more than her story like that.
was mm-hmm.
Because we
Right.
heard one, a few at seminar too,
Mm-hmm.
where they recruited because they'd been exposed to it, but no one ever asked them. They eventually recruited themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you guys, it's worth every single I'll put the video link and I'll put the text that I have sent out to people because I'm going through everyone that I've never asked before and people that I have asked before to listen to it again. But like I said, I've got 2 people that responded while I was at seminar that I was like, hey, thank you for responding. Do you have some time tomorrow that I can give you some responses to your questions? And like this fast, one of them was like, yeah, between 4:30 and 5:30 tomorrow, I'd love to talk. Now, I have no idea what she's going to do, but she's going to get information that might be for her or might be for somebody else. So that was pretty impactful. All right, you guys, in our last few minutes, let's share. Aaron Moore, it sounded like you were ready to share a goal. Were you ready to share a goal? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I
Oh,
was
good.
ready.
Sorry. My
All
fault.
right.
Sorry.
No.
That's okay.
Um,
Hold on, share
so
your goal and your favorite moment of seminar. So two
yes,
things.
so my goal was when I heard one of them say that to post, and it's kind of a social media again, because when I was thinking about that, is to post once a day, every day for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal. Because I
Mm-hmm.
had heard that and I'm like, okay, I can do that.
Uh-huh.
That's easy. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy at all, and it won't be. Like I'm not gonna do those. Like Aaron and I laid in bed one night, we were looking at these reels, like, I don't know how to do that. Like I don't know how to cut and slice a reel. So like it's like, here's my charcoal mask wet, just like that. Here's what it looks like dry. I don't know how to do that.
Right.
And I mean,
Yep.
I might be able to learn, but I'm gonna need some hands-on experience. But I don't really feel like that's a priority right now.
Uh-huh.
You know how to do that, Don?
I don't know what you're talking about either, so we'll learn
Oh, okay.
together.
So, but anyway, I thought I can definitely do that, whether it's a product or a life, something in my life, or something about Mary Kay. I think I need to post more about just Mary Kay stuff in general.
Mm-hmm.
About like eh, nothing too personal, but just like, flexibility. I'm able to do this. I can, I can make a sale when I'm on vacation. I can, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's my goal.
Yeah.
Is to try to do that. And then also to reconnect with all my customers that I have right now and to that are on, well, anything, but I don't have a lot are on complete skincare sets. I have a lot of bits and pieces, like maybe just a moisturizer or a cleanser, but to talk to them about, like, call them and say, hey, I just want to talk to you about your skin and how it's doing. And then maybe, talk to them about like maybe upgrading to a different skincare or adding some more components to it because I need more skincare customers because for
Mm-hmm.
sure if they use it they'll like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I I see sometimes I just settle and like I have this one consistently. She just orders the moisturizer and the cleanser every 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
always.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you should definitely be using an eye cream. You should definitely be an exfoliator, anything else to add to it. So if not getting them on a full care set, at least adding more components to it that they can't live without. So
Yeah.
that's
Awesome.
that's a goal.
Awesome. Well, and that your goal of connecting with 10 people before you go to the pool, you've got your customer list that you can be connecting with. So, and that'll get you the first quarter star. So there you go.
Hmm.
It
Yep.
all win win win. Awesome. Aaron, more what was a favorite moment from seminar?
Well, Don, they had these photo booths set up. And like they had cool backgrounds, and you may have seen some already on Beth's, but like they had roses, they had a lipstick, they had a get ready with me kind of setup. But then usually in the past we just take each other's pictures. But this time they had ladies there that like knew how to pose you and style you and like hold your dress this way or put your hand on your knee or put your head up or down or
Oh,
whatever. And she of all of us together and then each one of us separately she took over 200 and some pictures, just click 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 click, and she'd say, oh well, that looks nice, do that, or no, move your foot this way. She was really good. I think we got the best one there. Like she was really good and she was enthusiastic about it and didn't rush us. And yeah, we waited in line a while, but it was worth it and
yeah.
it was fun. I felt kind of like
She was a
my
great
own private
photographer. You
photo
were a
shoot
model.
and like
You were a model.
kind of like a luxury thing,
Uh-huh.
a
Huh?
fun day that I
Yeah.
don't
There's a lot
normally
of
wouldn't
like
do.
professional, you could use some of those for professional, like on
Well,
Mary Kay
yeah,
promote
that's what I was
or
thinking. Like
flyers or any of that.
change my profile or
Yeah.
talk, just I don't know. There were so many fun things, and they were all Mary Kay related. So yeah, you could definitely do that. That'd be fun. So
Very fun.
Oh, I'm working on trying to go next year. Beth and I set up a goal, so we're working on it.
okay,
That's right.
yep.
That's right.
The first 1,000 you make, put it away and hide it, and it's seminar money.
There you go. All right, Aaron Hildebrand, take it away. Goal and favorite memory.
Goal is top 20 for beauty consultant sales.
Woohoo.
And then my favorite, there's just so many. I mean, I'll choose something different. I love the photo for sure. I love picking up the prizes, right? Because honestly, like I forget. Well, I didn't even know that we got to walk the stage for Radiate Rise and Radiate challenge. That was a cool surprise.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were gonna get that Roundup rally. It was very intimate, and you get food and you get to pick up your prizes. Like I knew I was getting an all-star prize, but I didn't know I was getting anything else that we got in there. So that's really fun about seminar.
Do you have your purse that you can share, Erin?
I do.
Aww.
Isn't that cute?
Ooh.
It's so cute.
It is. It's adorable.
Are you gonna start using it now?
When I go somewhere fancy.
There
Not
you
gonna,
go. There you go.
not gonna use it for work,
No,
but
no,
I would
no,
use
no.
it for fancy.
I think though, so John, I got one too. It's a little bit different than Erin's. Here, I'll
Oh, that one's cute too.
um what I feel like with the light blue in it, like you could carry this with jeans, like with denim,
Yeah, you could
you know? So pretty fun.
elevate your jean
Yeah,
outfit.
elevate the jeans. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness.
There are just some amazing things. I mean, there's just so many good things about seminar. Like truly, it's very hard to find.
No, I see all the things going on, and matter of fact, the people from the Diamond Seminar have been posting like crazy on Facebook, so I've been watching it, forgetting that it's not our group because you guys were Sapphire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kept looking for you guys in the crowd. But Dawn was on there speaking, and I actually listened to her today. She was doing this big old talk, and I actually listened to her today on YouTube
Mhm.
and all her master classes and stuff. And I think I don't know, was she at yours or no?
No,
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 not
no.
anymore.
no.
So, but yeah, you
There were
guys,
some good ones, yeah.
but I can just feel it in my gut, like God's like, you're going. I
Yep.
can feel it. And I'm seeing results already that, and it's God, it's not mine, you know. So to see you guys, to me, seeing you guys every week is my seminar because it gives me encouragement to
Oh,
keep moving, to keep pushing, to keep going. And, and yeah, I have a little prayer I made out. Well, actually, ChatGPT helped me pray, that I pray for our group, and it's in my Bible for Mary Kay. So this is for our group that we all
oh,
can help
that's
Beth get to
good.
her pink car again. So
Hmm.
is
Well,
that too
and you
much?
know what? No. Well, John, what I love about that, and it will end there because Erin and I were talking about this on the flight home yesterday about like, how is having one person having a car connected to, like, all the way down to the customer. And Mary Kay created a culture where when one person wins, everybody wins. And she started the company with a goal to have a way for women to not have to sacrifice their values and to be able to create the life that they want. And she wanted to be a company where women were supported and encouraged. And it started with the customer and how the better that we serve our customers, the better we do building our businesses, right? Like when our customers, so Erin and Aaron, who have been in for a while, they have customers that love them because they treat them well and offer great customer service. That blesses Aaron and Aaron, blesses all of us who have customers because we now have a business that supports our family. And the more people that are serving customers well and supporting their families, then that supports a bigger team goal that looks like um, cars and recognition and getting to attend luncheons as a team. And it all, and the person driving the car going on the trip, it's their job to help the consultants learn how to serve the customers. So the better job, like when you see a person who has earned certain things, it's them doing the best job of training more people to serve people well. And so when you see a pink Cadillac, or what Mary Kay wanted was that when you see a pink Cadillac, you know that that represents thousands of women who are being impacted for good, from the customer to the consultant to their teams all the way up. And it's such a cool thing that no one has to lose ever. And the more pink Cadillacs we have, the more people that are being served really, really well. And so this vision that, like, for years, you guys, of being we call it a Circle of Excellence unit, which we've never done before. It reflects us serving more people well. That is all that it reflects. And it reflects each of us impacting people and then our lives being impacted, which helps us impact more people. So when I have that vision, you guys, at the end of the year, when we're celebrating Circle of Excellence, we will have so many pictures of women around tables, like, because that's where it all starts, right? Like, Dawn, your enthusiasm and your joy with those women, like, we want to do that over and over and over again. We want like happy people, women having happy memories of tables, like for the whole year. And that's all that it is. It's just us being at more tables with more women. And then 1 out of 4 are going to be women that go, I want to do this. I want to impact my family. I need to bring in income. And then you have more people doing that. It's really just that simple. It's us getting around tables, helping women feel good. And what a cool trail to leave behind us of kitchen tables with women that have felt good and have been affirmed and encouraged. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool picture. Maybe I'll make like a train of pictures of all of our tables. That's like the train to 650. That'd be pretty cool. All those people.
Be a good collage.
Yeah.
Just put on your wall or something.
I know. That is a great idea. I love
Oh,
it.
and another favorite part was eating at the stockyards. That was so fun.
Yes,
I've been to
was
the
fun.
stockyard. I've been to the stockyard. They got some really good food there.
they do.
It was just, I love the atmosphere.
Yeah, it was good.
And I'm
was-
glad
it was
that you
fun.
all got your cowboy and cowgirl hats going on. And
Well, I was looking for a cowboy. But I don't have one at home.
they're very
Just
good
kidding.
gentlemen in Texas. No, in Texas you
Travis.
would win.
All right,
He's not
you guys-
kidding, Travis.
No. You guys, the challenge for next week is to get registered for a fall retreat. If you are able to attend one, that's the goal, to get registered. And if you need information, let me know. But that's the goal by next week. It's your weekly challenge.
They're both already open then?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And the
Okay.
registration information is on the flyers. So,
Okay. Sounds good.
all
I'm
right,
glad
ladies.
you guys had fun. I had fun listening.
Well, we can't wait to have you join us. And I was going to say, going to seminar, the habit for it gets started by each event through the year. So you do like, you just get into the rhythm, like fall retreat and then a winter conference and spring and then summer. So 1 a month. It's a good thing. All
Guys,
right,
get
you
some
guys,
rest.
you're amazing. Yes, everybody go to bed.
Go
Take
to
a
bed and
nap.
get some sleep. Yep.
And I got these earrings.
Ah,
Can you see them?
Cool.
I can't.
Here,
There
we'll
we go.
spotlight you.
was that one of
You
your
see-
prizes?
From
Put your
Beth,
hand behind
yes.
it, Aaron. Put your hand
Oh,
behind it.
What do we need to do?
There you
that's
go.
okay. It's pretty.
And get more light.
More light?
You can't see the colors very well.
I know.
It's
That's
pink and
okay.
gray, right? Is it pink and gray?
They're grayish,
Mm.
pinkish, and bluish, I think, sort of, and clear maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, they are very pretty. They're very pretty. I will actually wear these because they're the right size. They're not too big, not too small, just right. Not too heavy, Aaron.
Hey, you guys, before we leave, how do I get the heat to work? I cannot get the heat to come on.
Okay,
Once it-
so
once it's
you
on,
go ahead.
sorry. Once it's on, you hit the heat button and it comes on.
Do I have to push the vibration part to get the heat part to start?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, so I turn the vibration on.
Then
Don't
the
you have to let
heat,
it sit for a little bit?
and then you gotta wait like a curling iron.
Okay, but I was not turning the vibration part on. I was just trying to turn the others on.
Yeah, no, it's not an either or. It's a and an and.
Both. Okay. And and then the little light just turned on.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
I love it. I love it.
Well, I'm going to go use it for the very first time right now. Here I
You're
go.
gonna love it.
I'm going to go live in my Facebook group first. There we go.
It makes
Let's
me
all
want to
go
go
do
wash my
something.
face. It makes me actually want to go wash my face so I can play with it.
I know. I'm so excited. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.